Lord, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations. Before the mountains were brought forth, or ever thou hadst formed the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God. Family Radio now invites you to join us for our Family Bible Reading Fellowship as we read together from God's Word, the Bible. Here to seek the face of Him who alone has been our help in ages past, and who alone is our hope for years to come. Join us now for our Family Bible Reading Fellowship. Genesis chapter 14. And it came to pass in the days of Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Eleazar, Chedorlaomer, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of the nations, that these made war with Bera, king of Sodom, and with Birsha, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Admah, and Shemmeber, king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, which is Zoar. And all these were joined together in the valley of Siddim, which is the salt sea. And they served Chedorlaomer 12 years. In the 13th year they rebelled. And in the 14th year Chedorlaomer and the kings that were with him came and struck the Rephaims in Ashtaroth Karnaim, and the Zuzims in Ham, and the Emims in Shavah Kerathamim, and the Horites in their Mount Seir, as far as Elparan, which is in the wilderness. And they returned and came to En-Mishpat, which is Kadesh, and struck all the country of the Amalekites, and also the Amorites, who lived in Hazezon Tamar. And there went out the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, and the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, which is Zoar, and they joined battle with them in the valley of Siddim, with Chedorlaomer, the king of Elam, and with Tidal, the king of the nations, and Amraphel, the king of Shinar, and Arioch, the king of Eleazar. 4 kings with 5. And the valley of Siddim had many asphalt pits. And the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled and fell there, and they that remained fled to the mountain. And they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah, and all their food, and went their way. And they took Lot, Abram's brother, who lived in Sodom, and all his goods, and went away. And there came one who had escaped, and he told Abraham the Hebrew, for he lived in the plains of Mamre the Amorite, brother of Eshcol, and brother of Anar, and these had a covenant with Abraham. And when Abraham heard that his brother was taken captive, he led forth his trained servants born in his own house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. And he divided himself against them by night, he and his servants. And he struck them and pursued them into Hobah, which is on the left hand of Damascus. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought back his brother Lot, and his goods, and the women also, and the people. And the king of Sodom went out to meet him after his return from the slaughter of Chedorlaomer, and of the kings that were with him in the valley of Shavah, which is the king's valley. And Melchizedek, the king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine. And he was a priest of the Most High God, and he blessed him and said, Blessed be Abraham of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth. And blessed be the Most High God, who has delivered your enemies into your hand. And he gave him tithes of all. And the king of Sodom said to Abraham, Give me the people, and take the goods for yourself. And Abraham said to the king of Sodom, I have lifted up my hand to the Lord, the Most High God, the possessor of heaven and earth, that I will not take anything that is yours, not from a thread even to a shoestring, lest you say, I have made Abraham rich. But I will take only that which the young men have eaten, and the portion of the men which went with me, Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre, let them take their portion. This has been Family Bible Reading Fellowship. Each day at this time, we invite you to join with us and read together from God's Word, the Bible, as we unite our hearts in our family Bible reading fellowship.